we wait. Now you're live.
Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. How's everyone doing? We're just going to give it a couple minutes for everyone to join us. Thank you if you're on Facebook and came over to YouTube. What we're trying to do is we're getting some technical stuff together, and we're going to be able to do YouTube and Facebook and stream them both live at the same time, so we won't have to ask you to jump back and forth. So we're getting that together now. Hopefully, if it's not this week, it'll be the following week. And just also to clear something up, Valentine's Day, we're definitely going to be here for Valentine's Day when that time comes, so don't think we're not. So I want to say hi and thanks to all you guys, as far as my members especially, for supporting this channel. We greatly appreciate that so much, as far as being able to upload and get all those videos out. And if you like this, will you please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, because if you subscribe, it helps others, it helps me, because you push us out there where more people can see it. We can help more people, and it helps the channel grow. So we appreciate if you subscribe, certainly. So let's see, does anybody have a question for me, Chris?
I did see one. Alice, I don't know, Elise. Hi Chris, I just got my real estate license a month ago. When do you see me getting my first sell?
Sell meaning, as I would say, timeline will be about 3.5 months from today's date. That's once you get your money in your pocket through the escrow and all that.
Holly Ann says, hi Chris, if you, Chris Dufresne, could get your own psychic question answered, what would you want to know?
Oh, there's so many. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, Christian, what would I like to know? The health of my family, longevity of my family. Probably that first.
Dawn says, can you tell me when I will be able to move to my brother?
I believe probably the end of June, and that will be a good time spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. It'll be all good. So June's the month for you.
Jennifer says, how many IUI treatments before I get pregnant?
I think the third one will be it.
Lizzie says, what career path do you see for my son?
I believe he'll go into software. I think you call it software engineering. We do software with computers, and I think that they'll, as time progresses, actually be some military contracts, which I don't think he'll be able to talk too much about, but I think he'll really enjoy this. So I think that's good. I think he can work pretty much from anywhere then, which is nice.
Let's see. Looking for one, hold on. Milla says, first time here, what finance do you think I should expect in the next coming month? And should I relocate to another state?
I would relocate, because I think you're fed up where you're at more than ever. So we're going to try to keep it to one question, but definitely relocate, and I relocate like yesterday. I think that's best for you.
Victoria says, where will my son buy his own home?
I don't think it's going to be, I don't know the exact address per se, but I don't think it's more than maybe, I'd say 35 minutes from where you're at. So that's still generally geographically in the same general region of area. And I believe it'll be like a townhouse where it's stuck together to another place.
Kelly says she likes your shirt.
Thanks. Thanks. I need to get a haircut big time, don't I?
Oh, so do I.
Not like I do. I think we're just going to shave everything off. Keep the eyebrows up, but shave everything off.
Jason says, will my son become a helicopter pilot in the Army?
Yes. I think he's going to have an emotional, not a breakdown, but just wig out for a little bit. And then I think once he does that, and he does some extra time with, looks like with an instructor, because I think there's a little bit of something going on with the eyes to do something, maybe when they do the infrared or something like this, but he'll get it to where he passes and he'll be just fine.
I saw it. Yeah, so my dog was, or excuse me, Sarah says my dog was recently diagnosed with lymphoma. I'm trying a holistic approach as well as the steroid that the vet gave. Do you think she'll beat it?
I'm really sorry. I don't think that this is going to be successful with this, and I'm very sorry, because I'm an animal lover myself. And even if you went through the other kind of treatment, through the conventional treatment, I don't think it's going to work. So I think this is pretty much throughout the body, so I'm very, very sorry. But keep in mind, as hard as this is, all animals do go to heaven, that's for sure. If the animals didn't go to heaven, there wouldn't be heaven, so animals definitely do go to heaven. So my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry it's not the news you want to hear.
Linda says, will Bobby's new business with his son be successful?
If they stick with it long enough, it's going to take all of this year and the better part of next year to really get going. So all the money just goes right back into the business, which is not unusual for businesses, but I mean, every dollar. So they're going to be scraping for a good 20 or so months. And if they stay with it past that mark, then that's where things will start developing. So it's up to them if they're going to stick it out that amount of time.
Jenna says, did my husband and I have a past life together?
I believe yes, but I believe it was also very, very short. It looked like it was in the cowboy and Indian time period, like in the old Wild Wild West, and I think that there was some type of a gunfight. I don't think he lasted too long with the infection and things that sat in, so you guys were not together that long because you just met and then this type of thing occurred. So, but you met up in this life, and it's a very good life, and nothing like that's going to happen in this life, thank goodness gracious sakes.
Anna Laura says, when will I settle my 20-year-old case? Kind of depressed.
Well, I wouldn't be depressed. I'd pull yourself out of it. I don't think truly they're going to be settling anytime soon because you're asking for astronomical figures, and it's more in their best interest just to keep it going and keep it going. So you could have another 7 years. Sorry to say.
Danielle says, my mom committed suicide on October 1st, 2014. Is she still with me?
Well, I believe that she made the transition from this life to heaven, and I think she comes back to visit. She's not with you, 24/7. They don't do that kind of thing. But at least she did make it home. Realize, though, that she did have a significant chemical imbalance with depression, I think also bipolar. So, and I'm not a doctor, I'm a psychic, but that's my best beat on it coming from a psychic's perspective. So being that that's the case, you could look at it as almost like an accident as opposed to a suicide simply because she was not in the right state of mind.
DC says, what's the best diet for me?
I would probably go with pretty close to the Atkins diet, except with all that protein, I'd make sure I'd got my vegetables in and a little bit of carbohydrates, and I would eat more frequently and just stay off a lot of the sugar foods and caffeine and carbonation stuff. And basically, if you can, just do the water, and that's going to be helpful to you, and you'll be able to drop your weight down considerably by summertime.
Crystal wants to know if there's any big changes in the near future.
No, but when you have good health and you have longevity and there's not craziness going on in your life, it doesn't get any better than that. So I think I would enjoy life how it is because you got a really, really good one.
Anastasia says, hi Chris, is this my last life?
Yes, I believe that is. I believe you've had about 31 lifetimes prior to this life, so that's marvelous. That's good news. And guys, listen, if you have any ideas, put it down in the comment section below what you'd like to see me doing. If you'd like to see us trying to cook or these types of things. We're going to start recording some videos and putting them up, but I also want to do some live stuff with you. And in between answering questions too. So tell me if you want to see more of the animals, more of the home, more of the cooking. Put it down in the comment section below so we can get your ideas and see if we can't meet that wish list.
Ernest wants to know when he will find love.
This is not marriage potential, but I would say August of this year, the individual will have kind of dirty blonde hair, hazel eyes, fair skin, a lot of teeth, but like when a person smiles, like a bigger mouth, but looks complimentary. Really looks complimentary. Very, 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 very nice looking.
Leia wants to know if this will be their last life.
I believe just one more lifetime after this and you're done.
I don't see a message with this one, but Carrie sent in $20.
Well, thank you for the donation. We appreciate all the help we can get with the donations. That's what keeps our channel going. We really do appreciate that. And I want to reach out to all my members and thank us so much for supporting the Stay Uplifted family. We really do appreciate that without a shadow of a doubt. That's what's making it happen for all of us.
Sassy says, will I have a relationship with the Leo that I recently spoke with?
No, I think you can go out. I think you can have a thing, if you know what I mean. Like, and then I think you're going to just choose to go your own way, because sometimes you can really like somebody, and the more you know them, the less you like them, and that's how it's going to kind of turn out. So don't be down about this, because there'll be another relationship coming in about 2 months, and that one you'll really like and really care for, and that will go well for you. So don't keep your spirits up, especially in these times. We all got to keep our spirits up with this doggone COVID, and please be safe. Keep yourself at home at all costs if you can.
Carrie says, "Hi, my significant other is being treated unfairly by the court. Should we pay for the law? Should we pay for a private lawyer? And do you think it's worth a lawsuit afterwards? The abuse of power needs to stop, and I'm willing to fight."
If you want to fight, I think it'll work for you so that no one else has to go through what you have gone through. I don't think there's going to be big money in this. But if you want to kind of do the right thing and make sure that no one else stands in your shoes going through what you're going through, absolutely, you need to do what you need to do, for sure.
Marsha wants to know what their spirit guide's name is.
That's a female by the name of Billy Joe.
Mom X4 wants to know when her health will start getting better.
It has gotten better this last month, but I think where you can see the stamina and where you're sleeping through the night and you're just have a lot more energy, I would say 6 weeks to 8 weeks, so about 2 months. I think we'll see a really good positive turnaround for you there, so I think that's marvelous.
Tanya has a pay it forward. She says she did a car drive-by / burnout show for 2 boys who turned 7 last week. And then her question, she wants to know where she will be moving to when they leave California.
I believe it'll be South Carolina.
See, Denise says, has Jennifer been totally manipulative against me?
100% yes. But I think you really know that, but I think it's good that you get it confirmed. Absolutely, I think you're right on the mark with that.
Debbie says, will my son in North Carolina find love soon?
No, I think he's very sensitive. I think he's selective, which I think is good. And I don't think that this will happen until about the end of summer. So for him, that's a lifetime away. But for me, I'd say that that's actually soon. But I don't think he's going to think it's soon because he wants it yesterday.
Fox, the cutest dog in the West, says, will I get 100,000 on February 2nd?
No, I'm not seeing that dollar amount, but then again, psychics are not really good at dollar amounts. If psychics were great at dollar amounts, we'd own the world, and there's no psychic that that owns the world. We can't pick lottery numbers or football games or horse races, or we'd be winning everything, and psychics don't do that because we're not accurate with that. So,
Yolanda says, will my parents get the house that they want to rent?
If they're willing to pay it and they're willing to go in the first, last, and a security deposit, absolutely. But I don't think I would jerk around with this. If they want this, they need to get on this right now, because I think there's another person coming in with just cash money and they're just going to put it down and do it. So if you guys do it now and just pay it and do it, you'll get it. Otherwise, you mess around with this, it's going to go. So if they want it, tell them to jump on it.
Kelly says, is the Chris I just met right for me in a long-term relationship?
Yeah, I think this Chris is very, very nice and very, very honest and sincere. So you have to trust that and be patient and be happy and just let this evolve.
Rebecca says she has a pay it forward as well. She helped somebody out at Lowe's last night by getting them help. And then another time bought somebody breakfast. And
That's sweet. That's very good of you. That's nice.
She says in her reading that she had, she forgot to ask her name on the other side.
Shimon.
Jennifer wants to know what's wrong with her dad's stomach.
I think he has something within like a leaky bowel syndrome. I think it's more in the intestines. I don't think it's the stomach. So I would have him check the intestines because there's swelling going on. Have him go in with the camera and scope and all that kind of stuff. And then look up online with leaky bowel syndrome and see what that is. Tell him to stick with that diet. And I think we'll see enormous improvement.
Ladybug says, is my position at work secure?
Yeah, but it shouldn't aggravate you. I remember reading for you. It shouldn't aggravate you. It shouldn't get on your nerves. It shouldn't bother you. I mean, you're really good at what you do. You're very, very smart, and stick with it because it's secure and stable. You make a good income, so just let everything else go in one ear and out the other. And you know what I mean.
Paula says, do you see the work for me in the future, and do you know what type of work? Life has been rough.
I think you truly need to look towards the HR and I don't think you'll find anything for about a little bit over a month, maybe 5 weeks, maybe a month to 5 weeks. And I think it'll start off on part-time, and I think it'll turn into full-time as long as you are searching in that direction. I think it'll certainly pay off for you. Absolutely, yes.
Martha wants to know if they will be successful with their artwork.
Yeah, I think you have to have a job, and you need to be doing this and having it held out on consignment for yourself, but you're very, very talented. So I'm excited for you. I think that you just have to just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Just do this and have this as a hobby, and then you'll get paid money, and then you'll do your career. So basically you'll do both, and that'll work nicely for you.
Annette just found her, she says, "Hi Chris, just found out my daughter is pregnant. Will everything be okay?" She's 39.
Yeah, I think she'll look at the doctors. I think the doctors will tell her everything that she needs to know. I think she'll follow absolutely suit to that. I think everything's going to be fine with a healthy baby. So I think God's blessed you.
Mallory says, "Who/what was the white orb in my house?"
That's just your spirit guide. There's nothing to worry or nothing to be concerned about that. You're a little bit superstitious, so please don't let that get you going. Sometimes it could be energy. Sometimes, in this case, it's your spirit guide. So I don't think you really got anything to worry about. And listen, folks, I want to thank you for joining us today. Please join us again next Sunday. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so it can push out and help more people. And God bless. Stay uplifted.